2024 promises to be very interesting for the oil sector, not only for the producers, but for consumers like India too. On the one hand, there are the geopolitical tensions which are impacting the oil price. On the other hand, is a consumer like India, which is going to elections, and a major component or a decision-making factor in the voting pattern is the oil price at the retail end, let me be precise. In this latest episode of EnergOnomics, we discuss how all this is going to affect India's fiscal math as it goes for a vote on account on February 1st. Hello everyone. I hope 2024 has started on a good note for all of you. A common concern among successive finance ministers of India and their team has been oil prices. As the current government gets ready to present a vote on account, as India gets ready for elections this year, the focus of the number crunchers in North Block, which houses the finance ministry of the country, will be what average crude price they should take to work on their fiscal math. What is the average crude price and why it matters as the Indian finance ministers and their officials work on the budget? I asked Narendra Taneja, energy expert, and this is what he had to say. Crude oil prices are likely to stay on an average in the range of $80 per barrel until early summer for two reasons: sluggish oil demand from China and the presidential elections in the US. American consumers do not like high oil prices. Hence, the US, the biggest producer as well as consumer of oil, always ensures oil prices remain within limits during an election year. Poor oil demand from China could only help. According to Taneja, unless there is some major geopolitical event like the escalation of Hamas-Israel war or disruption of oil shipping lanes in the Strait of Hormuz, oil prices would remain in the $80 a barrel region. Given the geopolitical situation and the implications which oil prices are having on various industries, not only restricted to that region or area where tensions are happening, I asked international expert Umud Shokri to tell us what really oil prices are going to be like in 2024. In fact, doing crystal gazing on oil is not easy, but let us give it a shot is what I told Umud, and here is what he said.
Replying your question, for the 2024, I wrote a piece for Gulf International Forum about the oil market and global energy market by 2024 and the major challenge will be faced and will affect competitive prices, energy prices in the 2024. As you know, we have some geopolitical events such as the Israel-Hamas war and also Houthis attacks on tankers in the Red Sea directly affected the global energy market. And another factor is very important for the global energy market, especially in oil, is supply and demand. At present, we have the balance in supply and demand, and some accidents such as Houthis attacks on tankers in the Red Sea directly has no effect on oil price. And we can see that 2 weeks ago, oil price went up, but after that, whereas we have balance in the market, oil price is stable right now. But if Houthis will continue, and if we can see the current tension between, war between Hamas and Israel spread around the Middle East, we can see new shock, a great shock for energy market, especially oil, and oil price will goes up. But it's the worst scenario toward global energy market.
I asked Umud, so what it all means for a consumer like India, and this is what he said.
I think it is better for the India to invest in some energy procedure to produce oil and gas with the low carbon. If they will be able to invest in such project to production low carbon oil and gas, it will be continue to using fossil fuel at the same time increasing the share of the renewable energy in India energy mix. Altogether will help India to save its energy security and national security by the next decade as well.
Having explained the geopolitical situation and what it means for consumers like India, in the future, what oil would be like is what I asked Umud. After all, it is not being restricted to just the area where the tension is happening, but now we see it trickling down towards other countries, neighborhood, regions, and overall economies of various other countries are also being affected. And this is what he said.
Repeating your question, yes, in the sometimes, whereas the supply and demand has main factor in shaping the price in the global energy market, sometimes policy decision makers, sometimes government has also may be able to act to change the dynamic to affect the global energy market. And I mean, every country such as India or other countries, no matter consumer and procedure, decision maker has to focus first the national security and energy security, national security, then try to cooperate with the other consumer and the procedure as well. Without the cooperation between countries, between the government, between the actors, we cannot see that energy security will be granted for every country, no matter consumer side or procedure side as well.
Truly, the oil market is complicated, and each country has to work out its own dynamic. After all, same shoe size doesn't fit all, and India is not different. So it is up to the government of the day or the government which is going to come, how India is going to work out its own energy strategy. But it also depends on the voters, how exactly they want to see their own oil prices. By that I mean the retail prices, the petrol and diesel prices. Will it continue to burn their pocket? Let us see how the politics is played over it. Thank you.